I do this all the time. Why is this any different? Why is this? I take antidepressants. Like, what do you do with that? I don't even know what to do with saying that. It's such a big topic. It's such a heavy topic. It's something that people are not comfortable with discussing. I mean, even at this point right now, in which I'm used to talking to a camera, but this is not easy. So how did I get here? From what I can tell, I've been dealing with anxiety and depression for a very long time. Now, I've always known that I have a lot of stress in my life, but I thought that was just something that I did to myself. Honestly, I've always been someone who has wanted to outperform myself, do something better. So I've always linked that desire with stress. And stress and anxiety kind of go hand in hand, right? I mean, that's been my mentality. I've never truly sat back and thought about mental health and how it affects me. When people talk about mental health and mental disorders and mental illness, or however you want to define it, I never put myself in any of those categories. Until now. Looking back now, I realized that I was pulling away from people and walking away from things that I typically enjoy doing. And that's not good. I have been such a proponent of doing anything other than taking medication. I've never wanted to be that person. And in this case, after trying so many things, I figured it was worth a shot. The medication itself is a journey. I've actually gone through 2 prescriptions so far in the last 2 months. I'm going into my 3rd month of medication, and it's been a wild ride. Anybody who's ever taken antidepressants understands that sometimes you don't find the right prescription immediately, and there are side effects that you just have to work through. One of the biggest benefits from taking this medication, starting this antidepressant journey, if you will, is that for the first time that I can remember, I have a clear mind. And I have had days where I feel content, something that I don't recognize, something that I have not felt, or at least I don't remember feeling for a very long time. And for me, with the anxiety, it was always having this running tabulation, this calculator, this calendar, these plans just constantly developing. And then what about this and what about that and what happened here? We have to learn from that so that we can move forward. And what's the next question and how do we get to there? That's exhausting. I have a lot to reconcile. I haven't been as active with the camera work, whether it be working with clients or doing stuff for my own creative purposes. I have projects that I had started months ago and I never finished. I just walked away. And I can say at this point, I don't really have the utmost motivation to jump right back in. And I think that's something that I'm gonna have to work through, and I get that. But at the same point in time, I have never felt so clear. The weight is gone. I was speaking to my counselor in my last session, and I was like, I have all these questions. Like, I've gone through the first, few weeks of using the medication, and I feel like this, and I feel better, and I have questions like what I need to research, I need to find out, I need to understand like where this all started so that I can. And the best advice I was given was, no, you don't. Just relax. Take a moment to understand this new world that you're in and go from there. I think ultimately, I just want to be a better person. I want to be a good dad. I want to be a good husband. I want my family to understand that I love them and that they mean a lot to me. And I think that this is just the start of something much bigger than anything I've ever attempted to tackle. Which brings me back to the first question Like, what do you do with this information? And that, I think I have some time to discover. Definitely, if you have questions or comments, please send them to me. I'll leave a link down below of the online service that I'm using at this point. And I know that may not be for everybody, but they are providing my prescriptions and also my counseling service. Please do your own research. I am not a doctor. This is not any type of advice. It's just a way for me to say, hey, if you need help starting out, you can start here. I really appreciate you hanging out today. This is totally different than what we normally do. But it means a lot to me that you watch this, and it means a lot that you subscribe. So with that, I really thank you. I appreciate it. Peace.